YouTube, what is up? So today I have got my top 5 cases for my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, these aren't ranked like worst to best. These are my top cases for like different scenarios, bang for your buck or a slim case, or you need something with, a lot of protection and shock absorption and all those happy things. 2 things. 1, they all have magsafe, and 2, they all have some type of capacitive covered capture button, because if you're going to get a case, might as well get something with a capacitive button. It's kind of like getting a case with that magsafe. It's like, what's the point, right?
It's crazy that you knew that.
I'm going to leave links in the description for all of these cases. Now, I can tell you that number 1 is my go-to case. This is my favorite case for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'll do testing on other cases, I'll make videos, but I always go back to my precious number 1. Now, if, case and accessories for your iPhone is something that you're into, man, why don't you just go ahead and sub to the channel, smash that like button, and what do you say? Let's get into my top 5 cases. So at number 5, I have got my ESR Clear case here. This is this is my bang for your buck type of case. They have it on Amazon for about 25 bucks. And now with all of these prices, I'm just going to give you, what the top listed price is, because, with Amazon, you can get coupons or they can be a different price or something like that. So we'll just say retails on Amazon for $24.99, 25 bucks. But this one, it's got the MagSafe. It's even got a kickstand to, to watch your stuff in landscape. Of course, the capacitive button on here. So let's go ahead and start off and let's see what this thing weighs. So we're set on grams here, and the ESR Clear case with the stash stand weighs 49 grams, which 49 grams really isn't too bad. It's not the lightest case in this lineup, but it does add a little extra weight because of this metal stash stand. I don't know if they still call it stash stand ring on it, but let's go ahead and try it on the phone. Popping it on the phone here, let's go ahead and get it in there. Goes in there nice and easy, and it has all the way around protection, a nice clear case. Now, as far as yellowing goes, I don't know, all cases seem to yellow after a while, although I've had this one. I think this is probably like one of the first, well, not the first capacitive button. I've had it for a good couple of months, and it hasn't really shown any signs of yellowing. ESR, they do pretty decent on that. All the way around protection, and it pops all the way in there, and you have nice screen protection with the lips there, and of course, on the camera protection, that is a nice raise because of course, like I said, the stash stand, and you can hold it, you can put it like so to watch your content in landscape. You can even have it open here, and put, finger through it, whatever, if you want to hold it like so. And the fit around the phone, it's a little loose around the sides compared to some, but not too bad. It snaps back, and it's not really going to try to pop off your phone whatsoever. Buttons on this are very nice and responsive buttons. Everything works great. It's got a little bit of click to the buttons. They're good and responsive, somewhat tactile, not too shabby. Now the camera control, I can tell you, is really, really good. It's responsive. You got your zoom, nice back and forth, your little double tap to go through the menus on that. For 25 bucks, like I said, you're getting a ring, you're getting a stand, capture control. They do have different colors that they do come in, but just make sure that you're getting the ones, because they have some without capture control and some with the capture control. Now let's go ahead and let's check out the charge and the actual magnet strength on this bad boy here. And let's see. It does charge, and it's a strong magnet. You get some good medium to hard. That's right, I think it's hard shakage. It's hard shakage. It's on there, and it's got a good magnet for the dewdrop here. Really nice, and you can feel that resistance, and you can hear it clicking. These are, again, very solid magnets. Now let's go ahead and let's try this with the wallet. So I got my wallet here, and yeah, that's not coming off of there. It's good, it's in there, it's on there. Yeah, it takes some force to push it off of there. Now my case number 4 is, it's the Apple silicone case. I know, crazy, right? But as far as like silicone cases go, this has got to be, for me, the best feel that I've tried. And ultramarine, that's just a banging color.
He ain't lying.
They have their own, they got capture control, and it was first off, and it's their technology, and it works really well, and it's got magsafe, and of course it's got the inside felt lining in here. It's all the way around protection, and let's go ahead and let's weigh it and see what it weighs. Clear that out to 0, and the silicone, 35 grams, so that's a nice light case. So let's go ahead and let's pop it on the phone and see what she look like. Pop in the iPhone 16 Pro Max into the silicone case here. One that's sharp, like I said. They've got a couple of different colors on Amazon. They're about $49. It's all the way around protection, and it's got a decent lip around the screen, and it also has a decent lip around the camera, so when you go to set it down, you should be fine there. The fit, it fits very snug, except when you get up, a little around the buttons, it kind of comes out, but it fits very snugly, even around on the bottom ports. And the buttons are nice and responsive. Well, I mean, it's Apple, they should hit it out of the park. They're good and clicky, good clicky buttons. It's a solid case, except if you're, wearing like basketball shorts or something like that with that the silk pockets. It wants to stick in there, and you're pulling your pockets out.
Oh, boo-hoo!
Now the capture control, of course, very decent. I mean, decent, I should say. That it's fluid. It's Apple, it's their thing. They should get it. It's solid capture button. So let's go ahead and give it a charge and do a little shake test. I've got my charger here, and I don't know if I said this is a 160 gram charger, and it charges. I don't know if it's so much the magnetic dewdrop here, or just, I think it's more of the material, because it really firms up there. There's not a lot of movement, but you can hear and feel a little bit of the resistance, but I think that's mainly the silicone. So, shaking it here, we got medium, light, medium, hard shake it. So, what about the wallet here? Slap the wallet on there. As a matter of fact, this is an Andar wallet, also good magnets on there. I'm starting to think it's the silicone part of it all. Give it a little shake, shake, shake. Not going anywhere. You want to know where your money is really, really well spent on this case? Check this out. Oh, yep, that's where your extra money goes. Now at number 3, I have got the Ringke Alles, A-L-L-E-S, I think it's Alice.
Alice doesn't live here anymore.
This is a beefy boy. This is that dual layer shock absorption. It's got a ring, and it's got a little clickage, and it slaps back in there, and it is MagSafe compatible. But let's go ahead and see what this thing weighs. The weight of the Ringke is 62 grams. Dual layer protection, man. You're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit if you want that shock absorption protection thing happening. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me knocking?
Let's go ahead and pop the Ringke onto the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Pops in there nice. Fits in there good and snug. It's not trying to pop out. A little bit down here, down on the bottom. That's probably my only, not really complaint, because I have dropped this with this on there a time or two. Not from really far up or anything like that. I ain't crazy. I only got the one bone. It's never tried to pop out or anything like that. Solid. It's got some around the fit, around the buttons, but down around the sides, it does but it pops back in. Here on the bottoms, it kind of pops out, pops back in. Same up here. But like I said, it's all the way around protection, and the buttons on this are also good and responsive. The only thing with the buttons is that the action button and the volume up and down button, I wish there was a bit of more distinction with the action button, because that gets a little confusing. I mean, they do have a plus or minus and a little circle here, but thumbs, I don't know, they just feel bumps. But still solid button use, and they do have some click to them. They feel good and responsive. If I quit banging my microphone. The capture, oh wait, before we get to the capture control, quick, the lip protection is good on this for if you set your phone down. Now the camera protection, I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's all covered all the way around, and it even has it's not like this is open on the inside. It's indented. It's got camera protection all the way around. You got the Ring 2 here, so you can do landscape, portrait, use it as a ring pop or whatever you want to call it. Now, where was I? Camera control. Isn't that where I was? Camera control. Now, the camera control on this is also, it's not as good as the others, but it's not bad. I mean, you can still, it gets a little hiccup every now and again, but all in all, the double tap is nice on it. You can scroll through things, but when zooming in and zooming out, as long as you don't get too rambunctious with it, it's good capture control. Now let's go ahead and let's see about the charging and those magnets on this thing. Now there is no dewdrop on this, so it's just the ring. I believe it's just here and around here because there's no magnet on the hinge or on the little flippy part here. Yeah. See how easy of a cleanup it is? All right, 160 gram charger. It charges, and dust. So what kind of shakage do we got here? Small, yeah, you also gotta be careful because it'll do a little Flappy Bird on you. I wonder if it does, let's see. What if I take and like that? Yeah. So let's try it that way. So yeah, you get medium. You get medium to about hard shakage, which really is not bad when you're considering that there's only a magnet here and a magnet there. Let's go ahead and let's try a wallet. Popping that wallet on there. Let's take a look. It's pretty solid. There's no dewdrop, but you put a wallet on here, you can, it's not really gonna, you might get a little wiggle in the butt. Magnetic wallet, you should be fine. I think I forgot to mention the price on the Ringke. This is, what did I say? This is $39.99, link in the description. Whew. And my number 2 case is the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. You can't go wrong with the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. T-Series, that's the one that's got the capacitive buttons. I believe it's all the T-Series ones. They've come out with a lot of cool designs this year for it. I didn't see the clock on there, but these clock mechanisms, but they've got a dolphin one. They've got an Ace of Spades one that I'm kind of thinking of getting. It's got the capacitive buttons, magsafe. The only real downside on this one is the buttons. They have that open air buttons, so they're not completely independent covered buttons. And this one runs you, what is that? This one's $54.99, but I think 9 times out of 10 you can get it for $30 or less or something like that. So let's go ahead and let's weigh this case. All right, the Spigen Ultra Hybrid here. This one weighs 41 grams, so that's not too bad. And putting on the Spigen Ultra Hybrid onto the iPhone 16 Pro Max fits on there nice. Of course, the design is awesome. I like how they've decided to put these designs on there. It's like even like a 3D looking printed effect on it. It's solid. Good fit, really solid fit around the screen and up top and on the bottom here. On the bottom, well, the bottom kind of sags out, but it pops back in there, and it's all the way around protection. It's not trying to come off here on the corners at all. Your screen protection is also solid, and same with the camera protection is solid. So if you go to set your phone down, you should be fine. The buttons are good and responsive as well. Camera control and sleep to wake. They're a little bit on the clicky side. You know, not the clickiest, but you know, not too shabby. Let's go ahead and take a look at that camera control. The camera control, Spigen, they're spot on. They were, other than Apple themselves, I want to say that these guys were one of the first to really come, or one of the better to come with the capacitive buttons. It's good, it's responsive. The double tap is nice. It's a solid capture control. So let's go ahead and see how it charges and do a little shake test on this one. Why not? We've done them with the others. 160 grams, I think I've already said that. Find the power button on the thing, and it charges. And the dewdrop on here, now the dewdrop, that has got some resistance. You can seriously feel the resistance.
Resistance? What?
They have solid I mean, we're at a medium to hard shakeage on the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. Now going to the wallet, the resistance on the dewdrop is there. You know, you can give it a good shake. It's not coming off of there. And, you know, trying to push it off, nice, solid magnets. Now, before I get to my number one favorite all-time case, I do want to give an honorable mention to the Andar Aspen. They do have a capacitive button for their leather, full oil grain wax leather wallet. A wallet? Well, that's the wallet. I'm used to saying wallet a lot. This is the case. Whoo! But they do have them, and they're about $65 with the capacitive button. See, I just have the cutout. I mean, we can go ahead and weigh it. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to be with the capacitive button or not. 39 grams for a leather wallet. I mean, that's not too shabby.
Wrong tone.
Andar's leather, you know, cases, because they're in there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the buttons, even though a little sharp kind of buttons, but they're good, responsive buttons. They're tactile. You know, they work really well. But with this one, it had the open camera control, and you know, the MagSafe is also very solid. MagSafe. Let's go ahead and see. Charging is good, and you get, well, maybe it's medium. Maybe it's not as solid as the rest. Medium. No, medium. Medium to hard shakeage you can get off there, but you pop a wallet on there, and you know, it's solid. Even little resistance on the dewdrop. It's not the strongest of the magnets of them all, but you know, for a nice leather case, I mean, it is a slick looking leather case, and they've got numerous colors for that too. What is my number one case? Well, the BENKS Prestige. I keep going back to this case. This is this is my daily driver case. This, you know, is a aramid fiber, carbon fiber, Kevlar slim case. All the way around protection with MagSafe. It's got the capture control. It looks sharp. This one retails for $49.99. Oh no, I'm sorry, $59.99. And let's go ahead and let's slap it on the iPhone 16 Pro Max so you can take a look for yourself. So slapping it on, the 16 Pro Max pops in there nice. Don't want to talk to Apple Intelligence because there ain't nothing intelligent about it just yet. Fingers crossed. It looks, you know, like I said, I like the look. I've gotten comments about, hey, nice case. I'm like, hey, thanks. Check out my video. I like the metal ring on it. And it might look kind of silver here, but it's more of like a desert, a light sandy, not aluminum, metal frame about it. It's got, that's a good back tap on that, so it works well. And the Buttons are nice. It's all the way around protection. It's in there too. I mean, this, you can't hardly pull this thing out at all. It's Kevlar, man. It's not trying to pop off on the corners or anything like that. Now, I have dropped the phone many a time with this case. I do have a screen protector, and the lip on this, it's a little on the thinner side. I have dropped it and, have had to replace my screen protector, but as far as any damage to the phone or anything like that, it hasn't happened. And it's got camera protection, a little on the shallower side, but again, I've dropped it and not had any problems with it. And the buttons on this thing are nice and responsive, and the action button works well, clicky, tactile. I love these buttons, and the little accent there, kind of like the Watch Ultra Watch. But I don't know, it's got some nice character, little BENKS branding right across there. This is my precious. Camera control is nice. You don't really, there's no real stutter or anything like that. The double tap works well, and changing to whatever focal lengths or zoom or have you or anything like that, and it works flawlessly. This is my go-to case. And I got so excited, I forgot to weigh it. What do we got here? 39 grams, right, on par, but we're talking about Kevlar, we're talking about a metal ring, metal button. So let's go ahead and let's see if it charges and do a little shake test with it. Did I tell you guys that this is a 160 gram weighted charger? I don't know if I mentioned that. Popping it on, it charges, and what about that dewdrop? Nope, there's a little bit, but it's not really, that's just the two magnets saying hi to each other. There's no real resistance there. So how we doing? I don't even know how well the magnet, that's medium shakeage on that. It'd be cool if they had a little bit stronger magnets, but say you have a magnetic wallet like here, and it's not going anywhere. And even the resistance against this leather wallet with this Kevlar, got that nice soft feel of that coating that they have on this Kevlar, and that works out well if you've got a magnetic wallet. You should be good. You've got the case that you want for your phone, but you happen to be looking for, a 3-in-1 travel charger. Now, I've got a video right here on an ESR 3-in-1 travel charger. I take this thing everywhere whenever I travel. Love this thing, works great. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me. Always so much fun. Peace and love.